Dr. John and Miss Monica, esteemed members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty colleagues, happy parents, and students of the King's Academy class of 2016, I am greatly honored to be in front of you and to offer a few words as if a kind of spice on this singular and very cool in two senses, occasion. When the word got around that I was to give this speech, it was like I had inherited a fortune. Mr. Philip, you cannot not mention my name. Sir, you know I've never missed an assignment. I am your favorite student. And remember that chicken sandwich that I bought you? Right, I replied. Right. And try as I did to keep my students out of this, it was like boats against the current. I would like to mention a couple of people now, though. First, Dr. John, for giving me the opportunity to teach, mentor, and learn from these amazing seniors. And perhaps the word amazing is too ordinary. How about these astounding and confounding seniors? Thank you, Dr. John. Second is my distinguished colleague who teaches across the hall from me, who was born in El Khalil, or Hebron, and who in this coming year will celebrate his 50th, 50 years as a teacher. Since 1967, he has led students through the intricacies of the beautiful Arabic language, in which he once told me there were an infinite number of words. Mr. Majid Hijazi Nassaruddin, sir, may you teach for 50 years more. Okay, now let's get into the boat and onto the river. Hassan, Shaher, Yasin, can you untie the ropes, please? Thank you. Every senior here has studied Mohsen Hamid's award-winning novel published in 2007 and translated into 25 languages entitled The Reluctant Fundamentalist. It is a long dramatic monologue between a young Pakistani gentleman named Changes, or Changes, and a silent, unnamed stranger to whom he narrates his journey from the old world to the new world and back to the old world again for the first time. I want to begin with some thoughts about this story. Changes comes from a modest Muslim family in Lahore. He is offered a scholarship to Princeton University, graduates summa cum laude, plays varsity soccer, and develops an intense romantic relationship with a privileged young woman named Erica. His natural intelligence and exemplary work habits land him a coveted position at the business valuation firm Underwood Sampson, U.S., whose mission it is to evaluate businesses around the world and, when necessary, to buy or to sell them. Changes captures the American dream. He proceeds to live it. Then he rejects it. in a meal of sea bass with the owner of a publishing house in Venezuela, one that has published his own uncle's poetry in Urdu, Juan Baptiste burns these words into him. Does it trouble you to make your living by disrupting the lives of others? To his face, he labels Changuez a mercenary in an American army that has been hired to fight and to kill his own people. And he truly loves Erica. But the haunting memory of her dead boyfriend, Chris, traps her in a deep depression. In a painful, sad, and awkward moment of intense physical intimacy, he whispers in her ear, "Then pretend, just pretend that I am Chris." The Reluctant Fundamentalist is a modern version of the classic hero's journey. This is never about going somewhere or getting something, but always about becoming something. The meaning of Odysseus' journey is not that he returns to Ithaca to get Penelope back after 20 years, but rather that he must invent himself along the way. He fights the Trojan Wars, slays the Cyclops, withstands the enchantments of the Circe and of the Sirens, and escapes the dark grove of Persephone. The hero's journey is about life experience, allowing life experience to shape, to guide, and to invent us. Changuez did not choose between an American or a Pakistani dream, the modern or the ancient world. No. When he discarded the American dream on the sidewalks of New York, he also laid hold of his own dream. Remember how I characterized him as returning home again for the first time. What's that? What? Is that Fale or Gossam? I can't tell. They're both talking at the same time. What? Please, Mr. Philip. I think we went over this in class. Did you want us to bring our books to the dinner? Yalla, can't we talk about something else? Mashi, you are right. We can and we must. For I know that it is not books, essays, or Harkness discussions that have put me in front of you this evening. Back into the current of the river. Gael, Kanafani, Pengfei, how does it look up ahead? Let me share something that I have picked up and laid hold of in my life. Friendship is as important as water to me. But like all iconic words, friend is a worn word, frayed and tattered. Let it be hung at the back of the closet so that more accurate ways of expressing what it really means may come to the fore. I mean, all of this BFF, BF, BFFL, and now it is a verb. OMG, I couldn't wait to unfriend him. He's so annoying. How exactly do you friend someone? Excuse me, Miss Julianne, shall we friend? What does this actually mean? Another bend in the river. Shahem, Imam, Yaqub, please shift your weight. Let me go back to El Khalil, Hebron, and the ancient but simple wisdom behind the story of Ibrahim and God. In all three monotheistic traditions, there is only one Khalil Allah, Wahad, Ibrahim. You cannot use the word friend only to translate this. Mr. Jazi El Saleh, our reference librarian, told me, Khalil Allah denotes the dearest and the highest of mutual trust and affection. Trust and affection. I like these words so much better than friendship. 4,000 years ago, in modern day Tikrit, the story is told of how God asked Ibrahim to pack up his entire household, sheep, goats, cattle, camels, servants, sons, daughters, and wives, and to become refugees, to trust that they could be led to a new home far away where he and Sarah would have sons in their old age and become parents of a new family as numerous as all the stars in the heavens. When they arrive to the region, and there's a fair chance that they passed by on this ground where we are sitting tonight. Ismail, Yitzhak, and Esau were born. The big idea from this story is that mutual trust and affection unleashes enormous potential and creates new worlds. Now I can see Ali and Riyadh, Shraimbo and Khalif, even Noor and Rajwa, they are closing their eyes, drifting towards sleep. Saif and Sharif are already out. And they're trying to tell me, enough, Mr. Philip, we are not preparing for the Hajj yet. Mashi, again, you are right. I'll get the boat going out into the current. Huri, Hamsa, can you tell me when to turn? Then we'll move towards home. The antonym or opposite word for trust is fear. Family or any sort of communal life, including school life, cannot be based on suspicion or fear. If I cannot trust my parents, my teachers, my school administrators, my colleagues, then I am imprisoned, shut up, and not in a boat on a flowing river or part of a caravan moving across the vast topography of existence. Fear arrests, trust empowers. All of us who live and work in Jordan are so fortunate to have the example of King Abdullah II, who believes in and loves the people of his country. As an expatriate teacher, I am grateful every day for the gift of this school and for its vision for personal and social and political transformation. Though there is no quotient for trust and affection, no TA level recorded by number or letter on any of the fancy certificates given you by this institution with its GPA, weighted and unweighted, IELTS, SAT, and ACT scores all of which seems so important for the graduates of this and all other prestigious private schools. And how many students are we sending to Oxford and Stanford? To me, this TA category rises like the North Star, more radiant and far above all of the other indicators. Are our students happy and self-confident? Do they believe in and do they enjoy themselves and others? Have they learned to share what the great patriarch and Allah shared that enabled them to create a new world? Rami, Marwan, Hisham, please stop gazing at the shore. What are you looking at? I have some scientific evidence here for you. After assiduous observation and note-taking, based on a sophisticated pedagogical assessment protocol, with its attendant rubrics, electronic scantrons, online support, and colorful multimedia websites, all meticulously designed by that famous and costly educational consultancy with offices in 70 countries, originally founded by two geeks who dropped out of MIT, the professional assessment of the TA level of King's Academy class of 2016, recorded by Messrs. And Madams Racket, Pocket, and Run, indicates the following, and I quote, "They are ridiculous, off the page, sick, over the top, beyond the pale, have pushed the limits, are way high. Theirs is an extraordinary trust and affection level in the top 0.001th percentile. Mabruk. Apparently, you have more than enough of what it will take to attend to the profound and to the challenging business of reinventing yourself and your worlds. We have arrived. Sakyan and Sultan, can you tie the boat to the dock? Shukran. Farooq and Nimr, where are you going? We're not finished yet." Beloved friends, your boat is not where it was in August of 2012. As you push off from the shore again to negotiate the currents of the great river, remember these three things. Leave space in your bag to gather what you will find there. Hold your friends, your ashire, with you in the boat, and let them help you. And always, always keep it real. Keep it 100. Good luck.